Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Araka Galadurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the remnants of Angmar. Now briefly, and apologies to those who actually don't play the mod and watch me anyway, I am going to just talk about 1.2 very briefly, and that is just to say how successful 1.2 has got. Now, many of you will know because I've released a video that talks about it, and you would have noticed anyway because ModDB would have released a patch twice, but there were only 2 bugs with 1.1, and they weren't even game-ending bugs. I'm really pleased, but there were 2 bugs. The first was that if you played on a Dwarven battle map fort, unfortunately, of course, I'm now behind all of you, so all of these campaigns are actually outdated, but on the Dwarven battle map, there's a Dwarven fort there, the game crashed because I put it in the wrong folder. So when the game looked for the battle map to create, the one that I told it to look for didn't exist because I had it in the wrong folder. So I fixed that. And secondly as well, Fenris Druinen had the image of a Middle Eastern village rather than the ring of tents. So that was fixed as well. And also, something I have copied over to this version because it won't affect this at all because it's not really modding, I just copied the files in, they don't even overwrite anything, so it shouldn't have any effect, is the loading screens. El Monstero, one of our lead testers, one of 2 lead testers, leading a group of about 16 testers. He created a load of loading screens, double, in fact. We have 100% more loading screens. It's all courtesy of El, and I absolutely love them, so I've copied them into this one as well. And he says that there's even more on the way. But obviously version 2 is what we're going to call the next version, and it's going to be ages. Like, I would not be surprised, to be honest, if the next version isn't a year away. Because this version is unbelievably stable, and that's the last thing I just wanted to talk about, was 1.2 has absolutely no major bugs, and I am so pleased. Because that was always my goal when I joined, I took the lead position of DaC. I kind of wanted to do away with any new ideas and get the mod to a point where it was stable as you like. Stable AF, you might even say. And it is now remarkably so. The only enduring little problem, but it's not really an issue, is some people are reporting that Elrond keeps dying at turn 2 when you play as anyone other than Imladris. But that doesn't bother me for 2 reasons. First and foremost, because if you play as Imladris, he doesn't die, so it doesn't really matter. And secondly, a leader dying that early on doesn't normally really make too much difference. And especially in this case, because Imladris are kind of one of the game's remaining non-factions. Like, if Imladris weren't there, I don't think too much would be different. So I'm not really too fast. And it only affects certain people, so it's a weird one. But there aren't really any major bugs. And in fact, there aren't really any bugs. Like, of course, there are game problems that we'll never be able to get around. Like, some people are reporting that if you attack Framsburg and there's a reinforcing army on the river here, they die when the battle begins. And things like that aren't necessarily, they're not to do with the mod, they're unfortunately to do with the game. There are flaws in the game you have to appreciate, and we can't even get around them, so there will always be issues. And obviously, allow me to just repeat once more before we go. Oh, sorry, I should end the turn. The version I'm using is essentially 1.1, so you're all using version 1.2 now, but this version you're watching is 1.1. And there's no way around that. If I updated this to 1.2, the save game files would crash so much. And obviously I don't want that, so I'm not going to update it. But what I'm also thinking, because obviously the plan in the future now is to do 2 campaigns with 2 videos in each campaign a week as we go forward. But obviously I want those to be on the most up-to-date build that I can get them on. So I'm thinking at the moment what's probably going to happen is even as these campaigns end, we're going to have to replace them with the same campaign so that all the new campaigns start at the same time. Because as you've seen with this mode, I don't really know if you've picked up on it, but obviously me recording non-stop has picked up on it. The stability of all of these saves being in the same place is noticeable, in my opinion. Really noticeable. This is far more stable than it ever was before. And so I want that stability to endure. And the easiest and best way to make sure that it does would be to have them all on the same build again. So as these campaigns end, as certain ones of these campaigns end, I'm going to fill the gap with the other campaigns until they've all ended at the same time, if that makes sense. So let's say that Angmar, I lose this like in the next episode. Then what we'll do is some sort of odd rotation where the other campaigns then each one gets an extra one that week. And then when the next one ends, obviously we'll only have 2 campaigns and they'd each get 2 videos a week. And then when one more of them ends, we would then almost certainly start the last campaign would then basically just get that week. Although I'd like to think that they'll all end around about the same time, because they do tend to. So, anywho, that's the future of this done. Let's get on with what we're actually doing. So, we got 1,500 for taking Knockford Claw, which is good. Got a pretty rubbish army coming in.
We have completed
But I don't know where I was going to take it. The Misty Mountains have got us to the east, so we're fine there. Amun Sul is held by Bree, which is good. And is actually... it's good for more than one reason, because I am going to go through... in order to win this, I'm going to have to be cheeky. I'm going to have to be devilish. And in order to be devilish, I'm going to have to do some very sneaky things. Although I don't know, Linden haven't actually attacked. But the city I want to hold on to the most is Thorin's Halls. I absolutely, definitely want to hold Thorin's Halls. But the elves are now bordering it on this side and this side. Because obviously Thorin's Halls stretches all the way down here. My plan was, I'll just divulge with you all, I was going to sell all of these regions to Bree. I was going to sell all 4 of them to Bree. Because Bree don't trouble me. Bree aren't a threat. The elves, if they had all of these, would be a threat, but Bree wouldn't be, because Bree are rubbish. As I was saying in the Angmar overview video, like the Angmarim totally outclass Bree. Bree can't hope to beat Angmar. So I was gonna try and sneakily use that and sell all of those regions to Bree so that we're not threatened by them. But what we could also do is, I think we should probably take that. We can't really leave. The Northern Dunedain can use villages in a way that we can't, so we shouldn't really leave that behind us. Just for them to come and snap it up. But I don't really want to divert troops. But this army's got to go somewhere. I'm tempted again to take it to Fenestruinen and just destroy their capital. You know what, we are going to. We're going to do that. So, on our merry way.
Oh, no sleeping here.
Oh, overmissed. Overstepped.
Pick your feet.
So that army is going to go to Fenestruinen and take the capital of the Northern Dunedain away from them. Can you train men of brood out here? No, you can't. Interesting. I don't know why I made Litash available in this one and not. Oh well. I think that's everything. What's our spy doing still? Oh, you're still watching them. Nechainian.
I have nothing to say to you, scum.
A place that will rest in infamy, Midplan. You see, the thing is the bodyguard, the units we got in there can hold that army off. So if they could just hold long enough for us to start getting troops here properly, then I think we'll be alright. But we need a lot more culture than we currently have.
Listen up. Oh,
although, you can ship these troops down. Oh, you're training a whole load.
Come on! Objective complete.
Oh, of course, because we're kind of resorting to holding, aren't we? I'm going to... The elves might take these, but I'm going to make them pay for it dearly. If it does look like they're coming in overwhelming strength, though, I will sell to Bree.
At your service.
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect much.
Bastards don't want anything. I don't want anything from you
Good day
guys.
to you.
They're holding on to Amun Sul, though, aren't they? They're really making sure they don't lose that. Jabby buggers. My fear with the 1.2 installer was realised, though, because by requiring it to install ever so slightly differently, we've definitely had a surge in people installing it in the wrong place. Because people couldn't even do it beforehand anyway, and it's so simple, but people couldn't do it the first time. They were always installing in the wrong place and then blaming me. And now that problem persists, as it very much expected to, because I've changed the way the installer works. But it's for the better. It really is. I will take you, actually, because we could do with more generals. And they want Perthenlu. We're not getting Perthenlu. Where did the guy we just got go? Yes, Shagduff. Now, do we take Shagduff with him, or do we leave Shagduff behind to sort of... Oh, look at these jammy buggers. Oh, no, they've got 2 generals on this side, haven't they? So we don't need them, actually. We need to take Fueros, that's very clear. Because it's the only threat up here, by the looks of things.
Pick your feet up. No sleeping here.
Thorin's Halls is the most important. I mean, look at that. 1,835. It earns more than all 3 of those put together. So we absolutely want to take Thorin's Halls.
Listen up.
Want to keep Thorin's
We
Halls, sorry.
have completed an objective. Get ready for fighting.
Equally, for Hamgathol is probably the safest, so the one we need to worry about the least. And the army from Garth Heligoth, I'm actually thinking if we take all of those forces out and send them to join this army here, we'd have quite a formidable force, and we might even be able to still threaten the elves.
Get ready for fighting.
We can only hope,
No
anyway.
sleeping here. Orcs. Regroup, you louds.
You couldn't
No
merge.
sleeping here.
You guys go in there. I'll take those. We will take you, should do.
Regroup, you
We've
louds.
got room for one more. Who's your most... Oh, no, we'll just leave you there.
Get ready for fighting.
Right, we're off. Fenestrinen.
Move. We have completed an objective.
Yeah, go on then.
Objective complete.
Build watchtowers as you go, my friends.
Listen up. Objective come and get.
Oh, the Northern Dundine are moving in from all sides. Getting really big for their balls there. The practice range is only 2 turns in a castle for
Get ready for fighting. We have
Right, you're going to deal
completed
with
an
Captain
objective.
Morfintha, and then you're going to come down and join up
Objective
with
complete.
Ugmaz, the great Snagger General. Another reason, of course, why I'm keen to get these the new campaigns going and a new build going would be because, well, not yet anyway, because at the minute we don't have any work different. At the moment, the developers' version of DaC and the public version of DaC are identical. There's nothing that I can access that you can't at the moment. So I'm keen to like give it a couple of months so that some cool changes come in. There are already things we're already planning on doing. So give it a few months, but then I'd quite like the new campaigns to kick off so that I can once again use these campaigns as a vehicle for showing you changes, because that's obviously what I've been doing, and so I'd be keen for that to continue.
No sleeping here. Oh.
Can you get a better town hall? No, you can't. 400. Get a warg breeder and a catapult maker, but little else. Okay, the Northern Dundine moved right past us in Badi Donyanach. But I want that catapult, so...
No sleeping here. Kill them all.
You've arrived.
Listen up. Come on.
Take those two with you.
Listen up.
If only there was a button that made him continue the movement you've asked him to do.
An objective. Objective complete.
I respect you, my enemy.
In your game, these aren't called sentries and guards anymore. They're called Greenway Cavalry and Greenway Men-at-Arms. Because sentries and guards are basically... Well, they are synonyms, so it made 0 sense. So I made it make a bit more sense. Ah, we've just reached the barracks event, haven't we? I've never had trolls before, because I've never played evil. Yeah, go on, get me some trolls. Ah, what to do with the Khan Dum army, I just thought as well. Oh, a lot of free upkeep.
Get ready for fighting.
Where do we take you?
Sleeping here.
We should take you west.
Pick your feet up.
Help
We
the
have
elves.
completed an objective.
Our as diplomats and spies have got terrible skill. Like, they're rubbish. The goal here is to try and hold Thorin's Halls long enough to sort of make
no
it
fool, send your emissary to me.
Western Khan Dum.
Objective complete.
Because of course Thorin's Halls, as you can see, is a huge city, which means it won't upgrade at all, and it's already as big as it can be, but it does mean that it can use stuff very, very easily. It's not going up very quickly though, is it? But 2,375, we're not even making that much money. This is why we need
Get ready
Fenestrinen
for
fast.
fighting.
End the turn again.
They're attacking the camp.
Oh, you jammy bastards! I'm standing right next to you! Oh, Morfintha, you bastard! Oh, there's no point fighting that, he's going to annihilate us. Oh, we killed quite a lot though, did you see that? Best Snagger AI defense ever. And they've taken Gobadrine, but now he's trapped in a tower. What on earth can decide that? What? I just don't get it. What was the point of that? Bloody Northern Dunedain. Holding on to anything they can. Oh, that army that's just come from Khan... No. Athelin's got a huge garrison, hasn't it? We really do need to deal with Athelin, actually, because it has the potential to take some of these from behind us. I've erred there. Did you go in there? Yes.
Orcs! Pick your feet up. We have completed an objective.
Yes!
Objective complete.
Rudar Axemen. To answer the question, there are 2 Rudauer units, or no, I think only Axemen now, actually. Axemen are the only Rudauer unit that can't be trained. So, all the other Rudauer units, so Savages, Pikemen, and Swordsmen, and of course Rudauer Archers, and indeed even Rudauer Cavalry, or Rudauer Scouts, are all trainable, but the Rudauer Axemen are not. They remain a mercenary unit. They remain a mercenary unit. Can we call it an invasion, or has an invasion already happened? There's an invasion in progress. Karas Galathon, isn't it, actually? Yeah, it tells you here, doesn't it? Karas Galathon. And we have 2 turns left to join that. Nah, I ain't joining that.
Get ready for fighting.
Although if we did join that with him, we'd be able to walk further. But the minute that it detects that you're not going in the right direction, your troops start deserting you left, right, and centre.
Listen up. Kill them all.
Why? I just don't understand this. They've got 20 archers. Now, granted, we have no archers, but I'm pretty sure our bodyguard unit can win this on his own. So, these men wanted to die. They wanted to not support Fuerost, apparently, so we'll oblige them. El Monstero said that I might have to brush up on my first stage knowledge to understand his new loading screens. That's not one of them. But I've had a flick through them, and all bar possibly 2, I knew straight away. I was like, yes, my knowledge is on point. Righty-ho, welcome to the Gondorian village of Gobadrine. Well, as I say, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. We're going to play this very simply, very straightforward. You're going to go in and kill everyone. Fort Spearmen are your only threat. If everything gets a little bit out of hand, maybe we'll send some marauders around the side. But otherwise, here we go. I'm not bothered about the 20 archers they've got. They're not going to do anything. The Dunedain Wardens aren't going to be a problem. And these fort men aren't even upgraded armor-wise, so... Tell you what, actually, try and get the archers first, yeah. Because they're going to keep shooting you till they think they can't get any more out of it. Jammy buggers trying to flank us, though. Bring in one of the like, trash-style units.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to speed this up because it should be over quickly. Now, look at that horrible banner. They no longer have that banner. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but in 1.2 they don't use that banner anymore. I made a new one, and I really like it. Looks good. Right, all their archers are dead, I believe. Oh wow, yeah, we're slaughtering them. We will send in some fellas though, because they're disposable. But there's that part of me. I'm always going to play this as if I am kind of an elf general. My units are always going to matter.
The enemy force remains.
And like any loss is a problem for me. Dunedain Wardens are the last to hold on though.
Our men are in command of the city.
It will not be long before they fall completely. Their captain has died. Look at what is he wearing? It's like a Roman tunic. I think we're done. Yeah, they're all bowing on their knees. 47 lost, sustained 43 from the bodyguard. And the Orc fellas lost 12, but they healed none. Oh, because they healed. No, right. It's alright, we can live with that. That's a new loading screen. I think we all know what that is. It's the Nazgul crossing the fords of Brunnen. Rimo nin Brunnen lasto Bethnin. That means waters of the Brunnen, listen to my voice. And is used in the movie when she calls it up to destroy the Nazgul. Right, so we've got Gobadrine back. Can we ship a unit over? Oh yeah, really easily, look at that. Right, so all of you make your way straight for Fuerost, actually, because they'll probably catch up in time. You guys come around from the north. I wonder if the Northern Dunedain have got Ruskia Ven, or if they didn't bother with it. What? Why am I now at war with Gondor? They don't like me, it's a surprise. Northern Dunedain don't like me. Oh, really? I've just slaughtered some of their men and they don't like me. What a surprise. idiots.
No sleeping here.
Oh, we've moved them already. I was looking forward to getting them closer. The great battle of our time. The elves seem to have given up on their hopes of taking Thorin's Halls. Little Doran,
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Lethal Doran, sorry, is just sitting it out. So, in light of that, let's go out and build some towers.
We have completed an objective.
Oh, Perthenloon has only got one guy. Oh, that's such a...
No sleeping here.
I want to just nip in and take it. So badly. Can you do it in one turn? No. Alright, go and build a watchtower over here and then do it on the next turn. That army I won't move out until the army nears Fioros. The army here, should we move you in? Oh, they've got cavalry. The army's not actually that great. It's just got siege equipment. Oh, you can train archers. Yeah. Oh, because it was 2 turns, wasn't it? It was 2 turns, it's ready, and it's ready. I think Bari Donyak's going to be an important location. Castles are always the best place to train your units. Always the best place to train your units.
Get ready for fighting.
So if you are making the money, we're not making any money. There's no point queuing that. All right, end the turn again then. Castles, thanks to myself, are significantly better at training military units than towns are. But castles are quite few and far between. Save for custom settlements. There's a lot of custom castles dotted around the map. Most of the custom settlements are castles, actually. Because the castle, there are 2 available levels for custom settlement, Citadel and Fortress. And towns, only the huge city is available as a custom settlement. I bet he's not annoyed with us. Oh, yes, it completed before we even joined it. That is some great news. That means they won't hate us for doing sod all.
We have completed an objective.
Come and get me, you coward.
Oh, he's just got more
I will
troops.
only address you in battle.
Listen up. Get ready for fighting. Come on. No sleeping here.
Right, you go and besiege it, and then he'll only be a turn behind. And then we'll take Fioros. And then, so if you just hold him, Bari Donyanak, actually, for the moment, that will be fantabby-dozy. Oh, bugger, they've avoided Thorin's Halls.
Orcs. Pick your feet up. Pull back. We must pull back.
Oh, we're on the right side of the river, that's good. We won't be able to... Like, the armies we've got here are pitiful. Oh, you elven bastards. Didn't even let me get my... Why are you coming up from there? It's because they own that, don't they? Numeriador's theirs. It's alright, we've got forces over here that can still do something. We need to take a Numinas as well from the Dunedain and Barketta. Because now that they've lost Fornos to Bree...
Listen up.
An honor, Lord.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? For Hamkathal's the least... Oh, look, Garth Heligoth makes us, like, no money. Right. In that case, then... But you're a castle, and castles are useful. Oh, I don't know what to do. That army, I just don't... The elves are so much better than us. Anything we can do to... And for Hamkathal's way more important. Right, pull out.
Pick your feet up. Objective.
Let's do it.
This had
Right,
best
make
be
offer.
worth
I'll
time.
give you Garth Heligoth. So that the elves can't get it. Yeah. And in demand, I want map info, because that's actually quite useful. And I want... I want 2,000. It's still very generous? It's generous.
It seems quite an honor and a pleasure. Farewell.
Right, so we've learnt where they hold. Oh, they're not doing very well, are they? Well, I suppose they're doing all right, actually. But Dunland must really be pressing, because they haven't got anything south of even Cor Willishar. Ooh. That means Dunland have taken Matraith, and Dunland have taken Mengelan, which means Bree are currently occupied. Haha! The upper hand is with us.
Get ready for fighting.
And Bree now have Garth Heligoth.
Orcs. We have completed.
Which was
an
getting us
objective.
virtually no money, so I'm not too bothered. I'm not bothered at all, in fact, that we've lost that, because it will the culture there will not be sufficient to allow Bree to hold it and send the turn again. This campaign is going to have to be backstab and trickery. But then, as some people pointed out, as one comment completely pointed out, of course, there are much easier ways to play as Angmar. There are much easier ways. Every campaign is entirely winnable in certain strategies. Like, there are strategies that you can just watch someone else do and copy and paste into your own game, and it doesn't matter how good or bad you are on the battle map, you can still win. but they wouldn't be very entertaining to watch. And part of my enjoyment, I would suggest to all of you, and certainly when I watch it back, because I do watch quite a lot of my own videos, vanity I know, but there we are. Part of the thing that I think people would enjoy is how unbelievably poor sometimes I am. I'm far from excellent, far from good. So watching me scrabble to try and win as Angmar is far more enjoyable than watching me just breeze through as Angmar with no trouble whatsoever.
Come on!
Because where's the fun in that? There's no challenge. Which is why it'd be bad to do 2 like Elven campaigns at the same time. Like, it's good to have an Elven campaign so that people can see a more relaxed campaign, a campaign where you do just get that feeling of total superiority. Oh, I forgot about you. Yeah, so... Oh, you're going to die, friend. You are going to die. Nice, successful little raid. Oh, excuse me, I'm coughing. There you go, there's another new loading screen. And again, that's obvious, that's Sauron. This is probably Elendil. Welcome to the Elven village of Perthenloon. Very much the same as before. In you go. Oh, they've got 94, we've got 76. Right, do you want to have a look at their stats first? Yeah, go on. We do 10 attack and we have 22 defense, 76 men. They do 10 attack and have 16 defense. So we're actually pretty level on points, but we do have a higher defense. And we're going to be attacking them from the flank. We get a charge bonus at the beginning as well, which is going to help. And we're body
much in our favor.
Oh yeah, look,
Victory will
we're
be ours.
ripping through them. Oh no, it's coming back. It's going down about an even rate, actually. The horn doesn't do anything if the units aren't routing, by the way. It's just the mental thought. I just like to think that it's done something. Oh dear, Teleri Swordmen are beating our general.
Half our force remains.
Oh Christ. They're going to kill us, aren't they?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, so it turns out that even the basic Elven unit outclasses Angmar bodyguards. Oh, that's outrageous. And there I was thinking the Angmar bodyguard was
Our men
infallible.
have fought long and are becoming tired.
No! He was the only guy that didn't run away. Oh, you bloody idiot. You fool. You absolute fool. I should have run away earlier. Why didn't I run away earlier? Now we've got to watch them go. Now we can exit. Oh, we just lost one of our key defences of Thorintor's. Well, Shiza. That was a mistake.
Pull back! We must pull back!
Got quite a lot of them though, didn't we? Oh, there's an interesting little crackling noise going on in the background at the moment. But it's definitely coming from the game. Anywho, we're under attack. Dinamen is bringing 3 units of cavalry. Aradorn is bringing siege equipment. What happens if we withdraw?
Retreat!
Yeah.
We have completed an objective.
We really need to take Fueros. There's a sizable Northern Dunedain force in this region. What on earth is that crackling noise? And then it stops as soon as the turn ends. Oh, it sounds like those lining up, doesn't it? When they go dock, 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 dock. Oh dear. Alright. That's right, we've got reinforcements there. And they... Oh, where on earth is Handicap? Oh, that's Athelin. I told you they were going to hit us in the back. Oh dear, I've not thought this through at all.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Oh, although we've just caught one of their generals totally out on his own. And he can't run away because he's Northern Dunedain. We'll use our warg. Oh, they're archers though, aren't they? We've got to get in close. Yeah, hit them with wargs and then run out. And then send in maybe our 2 generals. No, because they're armor piercing. They're really good in combat.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our
That's the
way.
best way to do this. We
Let's
can't
pray it
out-archer them,
remains
so
as
there's no
such.
point using archers. But we can use our wargs to disrupt them. And then send in our 2 bodyguards, who are the best to deal with the Dunedain. Don't sit that close, actually, they'll shoot you from the start. Right, let's get a wriggle on. Don't stay in prolonged melee.
The enemy are badly
Oh
bloodied.
wow, that was a
They have
brutal,
lost heart.
brutal
If we continue
charge.
like this, we will smash the
Good lord, that's left them with like no one. We don't need the generals then, the wargs are going to do it because they're skirmishing as well. Oh well, that was rubbish though, wasn't it? We can't get them in prolonged melee though, wargs are just useless at that. Here we go though. Yes! And it's over. That was a phenomenal wargish battle. 14 losses, all from the wargs. No, 4 Angmar bodyguards. Oh, that's good. So the warg riders only lost 8 and 5, but they healed 3, and they didn't heal at all. Oh, excellent, excellent. I have no idea what to name this episode. Absolutely not a clue. What's happened? Diplomatic Manoeuvering. That's a good name. Let's call it that. Diplomatic Manoeuvering. Yeah, I like it. I'm on board with that.
Get ready for fighting. Attack!
Oh, look at me,
Let
I'm
us
Gandalf the
settle
White.
matters
Oh,
on the
I've got
field
Alpha
of
Dine Royal
battle.
Guard. Well, stay on your side of the river, you jammy bugger. Right, so how do we deal with the threat of the Northern Dunedain? Oh, they're coming for Goberdrine.
Come and get me, you coward.
It's a very good question. Very good question indeed.
Orcs!
There's only 1 unit left. They've emptied their garrison
Be gone.
to meet us out here on the field. Well, I think we need our army in one place. We're going to need all of these forces together.
Listen up!
How far away
Get
are
ready
you?
for fighting.
I don't want you to be at your
Let's
full
sleep in
limit in
here.
case I want you to retreat. So you go halfway, you go halfway.
Regroup, you louts!
You guys have joined up. Now, Goberdrine, I think, is pretty much lost. But once we've taken Fueros, we don't have to worry too much about holding it because the Breland is not gonna get a threat in it. We've got a little bit of time, so the army could take Fueros, come back, join with Bardi Doniak, and then retake Goberdrine because Goberdrine is, well, it's a village, so they're gonna take it. I'm not too fussed about that. And then we're gonna have to sweep through and take Athelin. There's no way around it. Our army closes on Fenestruinen.
Listen up!
Hopefully this time. And in the north, we haven't really got anything now that I've stupidly killed that general. Oh, I don't know what to do about you. I don't know where to take this army. I really want it to go and join with Grashur.
Let's sleep in here!
I'm gonna go.
Move! We have completed an objective!
Could be a wrong idea. We'll find out. What's Mithlond doing down here?
Ready.
Oh, they've stopped moving. That doesn't bode well.
Hurry up!
No, that doesn't bode well at all. If we got rid of
It will
him
be
as
an
well, we'd be
honour
able to build
defeating
watchtowers on
you.
this side. But I'm not sure that we'd be able to win. We need them to attack us. Oh dear, but anyway, I'm going to end the episode there before we go to another end turn and die. Basically what will happen. So, I do thank you all very much for watching, as ever. I hope you enjoy 1.2 as much as I'm pleased with how well it's released. Any comments you've got, obviously, feel free to pop them in the comments below. I can reply to YouTube comments at work, actually, because I'm allowed on YouTube, but interestingly, not other websites. It's a weird one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar and Den Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.